Yeah, it reads like Virginia Woolf and it plays like a comedy. There's much more humor in it, and I think the humor makes it a little truer to me. It's not a fight. It's a discovery, and I think in some ways when you think of it that way, when the actors bring the argument to life, they're bringing little pieces of themselves. So it's 4 different elements that when you read the play, you're reading it with a single mind, and you're trying to figure out why she even wrote this play. What's the point? What's the point? A bunch of people yelling at each other, and that's kind of the impression you get when you watch the movie or read the play. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? And yet the dissimilarity here is that the characters, the individual characters, while everybody has pent up flaws and pent up angers and resentments, don't often get a chance to express those. So think about it. You walk into a bar with your girlfriend, right? You're liable to say something ignorant to some stranger about your girlfriend that you would never tell her in common conversation, just because you have a tacit license to do so. Not the booze, but the place. And so if you think about it, in the presence of strangers, we somehow or other feel freer, or as I said, liberated to express feelings and to let things out in a perhaps more violent way or angrier way. Or emotional way than we otherwise would, simply because living together requires a certain amount of plasticity, so that you're not constantly at war. And I think that's how these things get pent up. Yeah, the play originates or opens with an argument or a discussion about a playground fight that the 2 couples boys had at a nearby playground. The play begins that way, and that is really the premise of the meeting. That's the purpose: get together, get their story straight, see if they can, kind of remediate the behaviors of the kids along the way, and so on. Interestingly enough, the kids are rarely mentioned after the very beginning, because, as we all know, most of the arguments that we have are not about what we think they're about. So if you're sitting and having an argument with your wife, let's say, and you know that it's because you didn't take out the trash this morning, intentionally or otherwise, you will come to find out that it's because she got on the scale and weighs 3 more pounds than she thought she should. So the argument isn't always about what you think it's about. And so when these 2 couples get together, the devolution of their original point into chaos kind of rings with the God of Carnage kind of title that the play has, which kind of presumes that everything is in some form of chaos or disaster, and it is only through careful human intervention that we either make it worse or better, but intentionally try to alter the path of the lives in the play. So that's actually what you see. Along the way, however, some things really that appear are quite funny to the audience. Not funny at all to the actors. So I've been very careful during this production to make sure that the actors don't see any of the humor in this play. All of the humor of this play spills out over the apron to the audience, and it's up to the audience to determine, that's happened to me, in which case it's comedy, or no, let's rephrase that. That never happens to me because I'm smarter than he is. That's the objectifying comedy, or oh my God, that happened to me, and my best friend died, where they could absorb internally much more of the drama and light tragedy. An audience will laugh, and they get in the habit of laughing at a certain point, but then you get that good old Saturday night audience that doesn't laugh at a damn thing, and they somehow or other feel they have to press what they thought was the humorous part by actually pushing the acting and the lines farther than they're intended to go. and that means that it fails and drops dead at the apron and really never makes it to the audience. But when something funny occurs, or we derive something funny from the stage, the way that we internalize it is what you'll see very much in this play, and the switches between the comic, what are regarded by the audience as comic moments, are often regarded by the characters as rather serious, if not even tragic, in the case of the omnipresent hamster that calls the kind of the theme of the play is this sort of treadmill that we're on, and we just can't get off the things that we do and the things that we say, and how we kind of function. What actually happens is that in the presence of strangers, in this case, they're able to step off the treadmill.